EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Super. This dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
We got three, fellas, we got three. And kill.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. 11 yards there. 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Able to power through. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
that ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a play fake. Brees in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Brees. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
5'8", 5'8". 5'4". Okay, double up.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Hey, easy.
A run. It's Murray. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Ready.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Check 52. Check. X3. 2X9.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Here we go. Here we go.
A big play here for Dallas. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Ready, tackle.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Check the out.
On second down, it's Murray, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Murray. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Hey, easy. 54.
Now Breeze. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Let's bring it. Here we go.
Here's Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Smith catches left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he'll be tackled right on. The chalk of the 45.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Dallas.
There we go. Check back 27. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Here we go. 46. Mike's 47. Mike's 26. I'm coming. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
12.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey, check right. Watch it. Kill. Kill. Turn. Protein spill. Turn up. Check 43.
Breeze now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now it's Ginn. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You're good. I four, ready. 5-9. Mike's 54. Here we go. Hey, Delta. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 38-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
yellow waiting.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
5-1.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, easy. Ross twist, Ross twist, Ross twist.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Austin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Slam.
On third down, Elliott. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, easy.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Pollard. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Saints' 26-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Switch.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
5-9.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Check. 55. Come on. Easy. Opposite. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Right there in the middle. 55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Breeze on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Prescott again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Mike 22, he's coming. He's coming, Mike.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And some room to work. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Here we go, 21.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Breeze now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
There we go.
Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Looks good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Going right side. He has Witten. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he fends him off. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Saints 34, Cowboys 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check, check, check.
They'll try the right side with Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. So this one a victory here for